this tracks. Hey, would you mind opening another one of these for me?
Are you sure you don't want to chunk out some more concrete?
I'm going to use this to excavate my basement.
You want to make some homemade baiju?
Hello and welcome to the Games of Midas podcast. Future Brent here. When we last left the guys, they were just about to have a discussion regarding the gameplay, as well as the sound and graphics of the game Fable. So without further ado, I will hand you back over to past Brent, and we will finish up our discussion of that game. Yeah, I mean, I think we're drifting there. Do we want to just kind of get into gameplay a little bit more?
Yeah.
And
go for it.
And go for it. Yeah, so It's really interesting. So I was I didn't have an original Xbox. I had a PS2 in this era. And so this one was like, it was over there, right? Like it was always over there until I got a 360. And then by that point I was like, nah, fuck it. That's the black and white guy. So I feel like there's this whole era of like Western developed third-person action games that I never saw because I had a PlayStation 2 and they just weren't on that system.
I very much have the same experience.
Yeah. And so it was really interesting playing this because like Benny was saying, it's like, it's sort of soulsy because you do feel like you're heavily incentivized to kind of dodge roll behind characters. Like it is a attack the booty game. But It is much more deliberate in its pacing. There is this kind of cadence, like you were saying. And I don't know, like it felt, I liked that. I liked the feeling of it, except that the lock-on was so bizarre and definitely felt like a kind of Gen 1 lock-on.
Yes.
Because it like the combination of the lock-on and the twin sticks, it always felt like I was fighting it to get my fucking guy pointed where I was trying, especially there's a fight with Jack of Blades at the end where like you're heavily incentivized to kind of run in a circle. Mm-hmm. Actually, there's a bunch of fights like that where you're kind of incentivized to run in a circle.
Strafing is kind of your only option in some cases.
Yeah, well, and there's several boss fights where the room is literally like a donut with the bad guy in the middle. And trying to right analog stick point myself at the guy while left analog stick running away from the guy and using the lock on, it would auto lock on to guys in front of me, which
I didn't experience the same problem. So I will say I find it in retrospect a little clunkier than modern titles, but I actually thought it controlled well. I didn't struggle with the lock-on feature as much, though. In fact, I used it to fairly great success with like bow, like the ranged fighting, because some of the rest of it was difficult to do against Jack of Blades specifically at the end.
I found, so a lot of the combat happens in, again, like given the era of the game, this is not going to surprise anybody, but like kind of corridor type, type arrangements where like the enemies are in front of you and you can strafe left and right while shooting downfield. That felt great. Like that was tuned really nicely. And like I felt extremely powerful and like combat felt good in those environments. And then once the enemy gets up to you, you can dodge roll, quick turn, slash. Great. Awesome. Loved that. Mm-hmm. But it was those boss fights in the circular environments where I felt like I was the camera wanted to head where my body was going. And I felt like I was always fighting it to turn back around.
It's interesting. It's interesting that you and I both struggled with different things, because the thing that I won't call it a struggle. What I would have changed maybe, but it would be foundationally changing the mechanic a bit, was I didn't love the flourish mechanic. That it kind of procs randomly based on the enemy guarding, and you kind of have to trigger it as. I get it.
And if you get hit, it kind of resets, so then you can't use it.
Yeah. So I just, as a preferential taste thing, I would have preferred that to have been a thing that I could trigger on demand. That it would be like an attack type that I could choose strategically instead of a thing that you have to trigger based on enemy behaviors. But it functions.
You can trigger it manually.
The flourish?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you could only do it based on after you attack an enemy that's guarding.
No, I can't remember what button it is, but you notice when you do it because your guy kind of does like a spin and then a sword swipe all at once, and then you see the flourish thing kind of disappear.
So if that's the case, that would have been... So in that case, maybe it's a bit of a failure of the tutorial. Because they basically present it as like you attack until your sword glows because you encountered an enemy who's guarding and you have to break their guard effectively. So that was how it was that I interpreted it, and that's how it always played.
The flourish is useful because it breaks their guard.
No, I know that, and that's how I always. But being able to use it, because in some cases there's a spin attack that's useful against like being surrounded, where you can take out multiple enemies. But I found it difficult to trigger a specific version of the flourish. That would have been kind of nice to do.
Yeah, because the flourish has different variants. Where when you trigger it, he can do like a jump in the air overhead smash with his sword, or he can do like a spin. Yeah, as far as triggering the useful one in certain instances, I've never been able to do that. But I know how to trigger the flourish manually.
Okay.
So I know what you're saying, like, because there are different variants of the flourish. Yeah, you're right. I don't think you can manually trigger which one you do.
Okay. Yeah, because I couldn't figure that out either.
Yeah. It's but I get what Brent was saying about the lock on though. It could, especially in the earliest version.
Yeah.
It was pretty clunky. But the game is like 5 years removed from like Majora's Mask.
Well, and so
the target lock on is still
it was
in its infancy.
In its infancy for sure. But I kept finding, and so it's funny that you mentioned that because I kept finding myself really wanting this game to have like N64 and GameCube style Zelda lock-on, like Z-targeting, where you can feather it to reorient the camera where you want to point. Because like that's how I play Ocarina of Time. Is I very rarely ever actually lock on, but I use Z-targeting. I feather that to
adjust the camera
instead of because there's no R stick.
Yep.
Interesting.
Right? Yep.
And I do a hybrid of that. But I do very regularly use full Z target too.
Yeah, and I will occasionally depend against like the Lizalfos and stuff like it's you kind of need to.
And in Fable, I would do the same thing in the big arena fight because there's one point where you're in the game for all of our fan, you're in like a big gladiator style arena and just swarms of enemies getting more and more difficult come at you. So eventually, like giant scorpions come out of the ground.
Yes.
And that's where I would use that. I would Z-lock on where the scorpion was, but I would unlock just so, because there's still like other shit kind of coming at you as smaller scorpions, whatever.
Right.
So being locked on the entire time is not really beneficial to you and is actually a detriment. But I would do that all the time. I would proc that so I'd point in the direction I wanted to point. Even though you can move the camera manually, it's just quicker if you lock on.
That fight was hilarious because so the arena is also has some obstacles or some impediments that like spinning blades that pop up and like it's surrounded by spikes.
Yeah.
And it's got like spikes that shoot up through the ground. And I just spammed force push at max level and just sent things flying into the obstacles around the arena constantly.
I just ran donuts around the spinning blades and all the guys would follow me and then get caught on the blades. It was extremely funny.
And I gotta be honest, like, so they give you a companion. So they give you Whisper joins you during that fight.
Yeah.
Maybe it's, well, I guess you could have killed her by that time if you chose to, but, or no, it's at the end of that fight that you can choose to spare her.
Yep.
But, I find her useless. And so she went flying with everyone else regularly.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, I want to brag because I think this is the first time that this has happened. I did not die in my playthrough of this game.
Nice.
And I was like, hey, I think I'm getting better at video games, y'all. Like, including in the I was very nervous going into the Coliseum fight because I was like, that's gonna be, but it did. I got into a nice rhythm with the combat in this, and it felt good.
Yeah, the combat, it was like it was designed around the controller, obviously.
Yep.
The PC versions, you can incorporate keyboard for it, and it includes like quick actions or whatever if you want to do that. But the original version did not.
Yeah.
So it needed to heavily utilize what was available for a modern controller at that time, and I thought they did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
I felt, attacking and then switching between like melee versus bow versus magic was all very easy and very fluid to jump back and forth between what your style of combat or what style was the most useful at the time. It was very easy to just on the fly choose what you wanted to do and just roll with it.
I wish I would have played this with Xbox style controller with offset sticks.
That
would have been easier.
It's best with that because it was obviously designed around it.
Yeah, because I played through this with my 8-bit dough that's got a PlayStation style sticks.
Well, actually, it was designed around the big Duke Xbox.
Yes, I love the Duke. It's so stupid and ugly, and I love it.
Yeah, you brought up that you didn't die while going through this playthrough. I will say I think it's pretty well balanced in terms of difficulty.
Yep, definitely.
That it's a game that you can pretty much start and get going on and not stop, and not have to take any side detours to grind or to accomplish any, unless you want to overpower yourself. Like, you can very much go farm and get a bunch of money and buy like OP in-game weapons like way too soon, which is very funny to do. I actually did that, but you could very easily just start playing and pursue even just the main quest, and you could finish this game without too much difficulty.
Yeah,
but you would experience challenge, which is kind of the ideal,
right? It's kind of, it has that perfect like Chrono Trigger-y kind of pacing where it's like if you just play the game as intended, you'll be where you need to be when you get there.
Yep. And I really like just all the other stuff because it really is, they threw in so many RPG elements into the game too. Just all of the other shit you could do.
Yeah.
Hell, in one of the Fable games, you can, I don't think it was this one, I think it's the third one, where you can basically become a real estate like mogul. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And get like an insane passive income.
Yep. But in the
passive income bros.
But in the original, like, there's so much shit you can do. I mean, there's hidden treasures everywhere. There's these demon doors that give you specific tasks on how to get past them. You can woo people and get married and fuck and have children.
And it was
buy a house, and like, there's so much shit you can do.
It was very much marketed as medieval life sim first, role-playing game second.
Yeah.
And I see why. I didn't play it that way because I didn't want to. But I did some of the stuff just because I felt like I should like say that I had the full experience. So I bought a house. I wound up renting it out. I married Lady Grey.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there's an advantage to that. I think to get all the silver keys, I think you have to marry her.
Yeah.
Really?
Because in her cellar, where, spoiler alert, she killed her sister, there's a silver key, I think, buried.
Yeah.
In the cellar, and you can only get in the cellar if you're married to Lady Grey.
Yeah.
I think, or something like that.
It's in her house. I don't remember.
You can. I mean,
it's something like that. I know there's
something.
You can get in the cellar, but I mean, you're probably right. I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't get all the silver keys.
I'm trying to remember. There's something like
I think it's in her bedroom.
It's something like that, where if you don't marry her, you're effectively locked out of it.
But you can become the marry yourself and get into the bedroom, right?
I think so.
Because that's what I did.
Okay.
I turned her ass in.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think
I like that I married her and you threw her in jail.
I think canonically, you do end up marrying Lady Grey.
I think that's true because I think that's even like part of the storyline in Fable 2 is that like that comes up somehow.
Yeah.
They're like a dynasty almost in Bowerstone by that time.
Yeah. Which Bowerstone goes from, relatively quaint village to giant industrialized city.
Bustling metropolis by the third game.
Dickensian fucking ragamuffins running everywhere.
And you can, like, the trilogy as it stands spans quite a good amount of time because you basically encounter Fable 3 at, like, the Industrial Revolution, more or less.
Mm-hmm. Which was annoying.
Do we want to move on from gameplay and talk about, like, graphics and sound?
Sure, I'll start with graphics and sound. The sex scenes were hilarious.
I didn't get one of those, so I didn't get to see that.
So it's usually
The
like
dialogue is fucking hilarious.
It's like a 20-second thing where the screen just goes black and you just hear noises and every now and then the woman, depending on who you married, will say things like, "Ooh, that's nice." Yeah, just it's. Yeah, like there's got to be
or if you just, for instance, like not saying that anybody in particular would have done this, but like buy some time with the high end prostitute, like if you were to do that, maybe she would say some funny things too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's gonna be funny because Cockney is the least attractive accent in the fucking world.
Well, she had a very posh accent.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
Mm-hmm.
That was not unpleasant.
Fair.
Oh man, there's got to be like Fable sex ASMR channels out there.
If there's not, we need to start it now.
Because some of those, the things they say, it's like someone has like a really nice headset on right now listening to this and edging.
If somebody's got 12 hours of Meryl doing push-ups in her underwear, there's definitely somebody who's made a supercut of all the Fable sex sounds.
Still one of our greatest moments.
Yeah,
yes.
But it's funny. Like you can knock her up and have kids, and like the game really just really kind of grounds you in the world. Like
it's shockingly open ended for the era because even like games of the same era or a couple years earlier, I just remember the feeling that I always had playing any kind of like role-playing game or narrative-driven action game was always, it's like I always felt so constricted. Like, I can't really talk to this character. I can't really do anything. Like I'm on rails. Even if they're multi-path rails, they're rails.
And I just realized Brent missed that entire, because if you didn't marry anybody, getting married is one of those scenes where it has like the stained glass window thing and the narrator jumps in and talks.
Yeah, I did. I got married to Lady Grey.
Oh, I thought you didn't get married.
No, I got married.
Or you didn't have kids. I'm sorry.
I did not have kids.
Yeah, you didn't have kids. Okay.
No, but I did get married to Lady Grey. And they had the
I just like that. It's like, and so the hero married. And for one day, all of the evil and bad of the world were pushed aside, and I was like, oh, that's nice.
We should talk just briefly about the narrator because
I love him.
He's so funny. Like his like, it'll be like, and then the village burned down and everyone inside died horribly. Yeah. And he's just like, he never changed. It's like,
you have to imagine it's a guy sitting in an armchair reading a storybook, because that's effectively what is happening.
Okay, well, my mental picture was like when George Bush wouldn't stop smiling every time he talked about all the kids that got blown up in Yemen. I was like, stop being so happy about this, you freak.
Okay, well, that's a different take on this.
Yeah, much different take.
It's like I'm imagining like armchair grandpa reading about like Hansel and Gretel getting stuck in the damn oven. Like, oh, the children perished terribly. Ha ha ha! Gingerbread house. How quaint! And it's like those are. Dead.
Please tell me that's what your grandpa sounds like.
I'm gonna call him up and see if I can work something out.
Okay, fair. Sorry, narrator's great.
Yep. Otherwise, the sound. I mean, everyone and their accents and dialogue were always very entertaining. Mm-hmm. The voice acting work was really well done.
Yeah, especially for the era. Yeah, it's amazing.
But Jack of Blades going through like 3 different voices throughout
weird
the
to
versions
me.
is really weird.
Yeah, why
I think
is that?
the final one for like Fable Anniversary was much better. It wasn't too much of a deviation of the one that they did for the Lost Chapters, where they replaced all of the voice acting.
Why did they? Was the first one because they added DLC and they needed to have
I think
consistency?
so, and maybe that voice actor died or something. I don't know. I didn't honestly look into that in specific. I just know that they did change it, but your theory always made the most sense to me.
Makes me wonder if it's like a Dinklebot thing.
Yes. Yep. That's a Destiny deep cut. Okay. Because Peter Dinklage was the main voice actor for Ghost in Destiny, and then he did a piss poor job, and then he never came back to do more lines for DLC and expansions. So he was eventually replaced by Nolan North, right? Mm-hmm. Nolan North, who did a fantastic job.
Dinklebot. That's amazing.
Yeah. He was referred to as Dinklebot because he sounded like a fucking, like he might have, did he do the lines remotely? Like that's kind of how I felt.
It kind of sounds like it wasn't, it was phoned in and not particularly high quality.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Careful. Its power is dark. Thanks, Peter Dinklage.
Now all I can think is him in Bruges. He's just a fucking asshole.
It's unfortunate because Peter Dinklage is great. He just
was that Peter Dinklage in Bruges? You sure?
I thought. Is it not?
I don't think it is.
Oh God.
Whatever.
Future Brentier. It was not, in fact, Peter Dinklage.
I mean, I'm gonna have to watch Elf soon, and he's hilarious in Elf.
He is hilarious.
No, I love Peter Dinklage, but he did. This is we're so far off topic, but like that.
Yes.
He so yes, that's the deep cut. He phoned it in like it was his fucking job in Destiny 1, and so the voice actor was replaced, and that brings us back to Fable, which is still
like the farm.
I didn't know that.
I think it came down to like whoever originally did Jack of Blades. Maybe they weren't satisfied with it, or maybe that voice actor just wasn't available.
Yeah.
Tell us in the comments, fan.
Yeah. If you know, let us know.
We're too lazy to Google that
for
shit.
us. Yeah.
If you drop me, let me Google that for you link, I will both loathe and love you.
That's awesome. The going off of the sound, the music in this was so fucking good.
Yep.
And it again, sorry, it really reminded me of Baldur's Gate, because I was like, man, like I really feel like I'm sitting in a medieval town.
You want to feel how hard I can punch?
So you actually you brought up something I just was thinking about when you were talking about how this game is kind of unprecedented in some of its in some of what it does for the time period, at least especially outside of like the CRPG genre. So not nearly so unheard of on the PC side of things, because you know, with more unlimited computing resources and storage, you know, you could have
eight CD CRPGs.
You could have a much more unrestricted. I guess you could develop whatever you wanted. Like Morrowind is a great example of a pretty early game that's absolutely colossal.
Yeah.
And I guess going back to Baldur's Gate and other like of the 2D and 2.5D CRPGs, where you had a lot more interaction with the world, but I can't think of a whole lot of other games that function that way on like PS2 on the console that have that much functionality built in to truly interact and have the world change around you.
Yeah.
The music was composed by Russell Shaw and Danny Elfman.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
No
Danny
shit.
Elfman. Yep.
This makes so much sense.
That's why I love the music so much. Like you take,
it's so whimsical.
Honestly, you could. I want to like blind taste test with someone someday where I put in music from this game, then just slip in random tracks from like Edward Scissorhands. Be like, can you pick out which one was from Edward Scissorhands and which one was from Fable?
We wanted John Williams, but all we've got is Danny Elfman.
But Danny Elfman did such a good job of this game. The music is just so beautiful. It matches the environment and the overall kind of fairy tale kind of storytelling. It's so
that
good.
makes so much sense. As soon as you said it, I was like, oh,
yes,
for sure.
Yep. Music is so good in this game. I think that's kind of a thing with a lot of the games that made us and all the games we talk about. Music is always a big thing for us.
I feel like we should do an episode of like top 5 soundtracks.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be so much fun.
But I'd
have a really hard time. I'd have a really hard time narrowing it down. But
it's just funny how the world has this Tim Burton-y kind of vibe, and then you throw Danny Elfman music on top of that, who's almost always involved with Tim Burton-y things.
The whole thing had a very like Sleepy Hollow kind of vibe.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is like the vibe. Yeah. Oh, that. Now I feel stupid. That's amazing.
Which, if I remember correctly, I think Russell Shaw was also involved with Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, that's
and
funny.
Worked with Danny Elfman, I think, on that. Let me find out. I'm pretty sure that's the case, but let me... Biography and career.
Yeah, now that I think about it, this reminds me of a fashion aesthetic called... I think it's called glam goth or something like that.
Yeah.
But Russell Shaw, he would go on to do like all the music for the rest of the Fable games as well, with Danny Elfman like kind of being sprinkled in here and there. But yeah, you can definitely tell what songs are more influenced by Danny Elfman over Russell Shaw here.
Yeah.
Again, like the music for like the town of Oakvale, it's like that's that weird whimsical, but secretly kind of dark tone. At the same time, that Danny Elfman's really known for.
And it's notable that because the soundtrack really is excellent in this game, that they very early, because this is a pretty early game in this technology generation.
Yeah.
Where like we don't have lossy, or it might be lossy, but we don't have like ultra compressed, like we're not talking about MIDI sounds, we're talking about full, like MP3 style sound.
Along with full orchestras, too.
Exactly. It's a full orchestral score. And so they took advantage of that pretty early on, knowing that they would want to. The forethought behind that it did them justice.
All right. Well, hang on. I'll wait till you're done texting. But.
Huh?
I said I'll wait till you're done texting.
I'm not texting. I just found out that they re-released the Quesarito, bro. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I'm like, fuck yeah, like Quesarito.
Oh well, he showed us the actual app. I figured it was Rule 34 Quesarito.
No. This is like
fucking
Quesarito. Quesarissi?
Yeah.
Get out of my fucking house!
I kind of.
Oh my god!
I'm so proud of myself right now.
You shouldn't be.
Yeah,
you
dude.
Sick fuck.
Yeah, they straight up brought back the Quesarito, and
awesome.
I am cool with that.
Those were
awesome.
delicious.
Okay, hey, Kirk.
I wish I was cool and was like looking at porn or something, but no, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, Quesarito.
Please don't get me any tacos. That's all I'll say. I have a Adobado quesadilla upstairs that I'm going to be eating, and it's delicious.
Well, I will Venmo you some money if you order Taco Bell stuff.
No Quesarito for you. Sad Christmas.
Yeah. Okay. Do we want to talk a little bit about graphics?
Yeah, sure.
And how those look.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Because I have some things to say.
Yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, the game is pretty primitive as far as like even mocap is concerned.
Oh, sure.
Because you got to remember, this is the original Xbox.
Yeah.
Like 20 years ago. Or even older than 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's
right
21. Now. This is a 21-year-old game.
Yeah, you have
and that's the game that's that old. The original Xbox is much older than that. Yeah. I think that was the 2003. I think the original Xbox came out. I can't remember. When did the first Halo come out? Was that 2002?
I think. Yeah, it's almost got to be like 02.
So, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, we're playing a game that's already dated. It's been faithfully updated a couple of times, but
sure.
Yeah, mocap was limited.
Well,
did their mouths even move? I don't think they did.
They do.
They do.
Or is it the generic open and close? I
Yeah,
can't
it
did. Okay.
It's the mop, 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 mop.
Yeah.
I don't think their knees bend. Actually, I think your characters do when he runs, but like there's not a lot of the walk cycles and run cycles are pretty primitive.
Well,
but
it's pretty
done well with what they had.
The body proportions are again hysterical, anyways, with that very Kingdom Hearts. Big hands, big feet.
Just to backfill a little bit.
Yeah.
November 15th, 2001.
Yeah.
Is when the Xbox was introduced.
Okay. That makes sense. So here's the thing that
Bill Gates did 9/11.
I know.
Yeah, 2 months later, the Xbox comes out. Coincidence?
Yeah, I have some family members that's how they would phrase that. Okay, sorry. Here's the thing that I noticed that drove me up a fucking wall, okay, is the environments are gorgeous and stand up today. Like, look great. Mm-hmm. And then there's these fucking monstrous, like freaks of nature populating these gorgeous environments that you're just like, every time it's like, oh, it's a sexy lady. And it's like, ah!
Oh, God.
Get away from me. God. Don't look into my eyes. You'll steal my soul.
So I really am happy you brought up the scenery, because there is something that I copy still to this day from it's actually behind one of the demon doors.
Yeah.
It's this big old library. I think it's called Library Arcanum is the name of the area when you get through the demon door, but it's just this big, like, imagine the Beauty and the Beast fucking library.
Yeah.
You see that shit. But it's also like kind of old and run down, and it has like a waterfall running through the center of it.
Okay.
And some of it's falling apart, but it's also really beautiful. Like, you can tell you're in an old area.
Sure.
That is still like kind of survived the test of time. I base my design of a lot of my libraries in Minecraft off of that.
Nice.
So if you ever see the water features and trees growing inside a library,
Yeah.
I'm still copying Fable.
Nice.
Then everyone knows my Minecraft skin forever has always been the Jack of Blades.
Right.
So, yeah. Which is what reminded me, like, oh yeah, like, clearly this game has influenced me. We should talk about Fable.
Right.
Because that's still my Minecraft skin to this day. It's Jack of Blades.
It's so funny because, like, when I feel like it was like right at the beginning, like very early when we started talking about this podcast, I was like, I mean, I know we'll do Fable at some point, because I remember when I first met you, like, Fable was your game. Like,
yes.
That was like your favorite video game.
It just something about it. The music and then the characters, just something about it spoke to me.
Absolutely.
Well, do you want me to tell a little quick story?
Absolutely.
So when we were in college and we were staying in Dietrich Hall,
oh my God,
Fable,
Dirty D.
The Dirty D, yeah, that's when Fable: The Lost Chapters was released. Was that year we were freshmen in college?
Yeah,
and not to date us, but whatever. We've doxed ourselves enough, anyways. Fuck it.
We're old.
But I remember, I remember shipping it to the station. Mm-hmm. Because that was your best bet. If you wanted something right away, you shipped it to the station, not to the residence hall.
Fuck no.
And I remember it was a very snowy, shitty day, and I didn't go to some of my classes that day because it was just that bad. But luckily, the mail made it to the station, and they sent me the email, and I fucking took off running through that center area to the station to pick it up. But like, I was really concerned, because the case was like cracked and a part of like the plastic was broken off, like inside the plastic wrap, like clearly it had taken damage. And I'm like, oh God, no. But I luckily the disc worked, but I like that day still sits in my mind, because I was no shit like looking through some of the windows waiting for the I think it was the UPS or FedEx truck to pull into that big center parking area. You know what I'm talking
Christmas.
about?
I'm picturing him in like Christmas PJs.
And
it was
with the butt flap.
Yeah, for real. Well, it was the Dirty D, so I was it was the Dirty D, so I was probably like in like sweatpants and a t-shirt holding a Bud Select, like at 8 a.m.
More likely, yeah.
Bud Select, whatever happened? Do they still make that?
I don't know. I've gained money and self-respect.
Yeah,
we are in the dark timeline though, so probably.
Yeah. Yep. But it was great. Like it was
replaced with Bud Icier.
Yeah, because remember that day? Because even in the town we were in town.
Bud Thumbtacks.
Even like there wasn't a GameStop or anything, so we had to rely on the local Walmart there. And even in that time, even that Walmart would not get day one releases or have midnight launches or anything.
Absolutely not.
So I ordered Fable: The Lost Chapters from GameStop because GameStop started doing if you order it on this day, you are guaranteed to get it day of release.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I did. I ordered from GameStop. And I was watching the UPS tracking to make sure it got delivered the day the game was released, and I was so excited to play.
Through sheer demand, that Walmart eventually did start doing midnight releases because people were like because the people at the electronics counter were just like, oh, fucking kill me. Okay.
Yep.
They had the weirdest selection of PS2 games too.
Yeah.
It was like bizarre. Like you'd see games and I'm like, I have never heard of that in my fucking life. I played some of the weirdest shit in college because it was like,
They had fucking 2 Human on release day though. Goddamn.
You want to know how I got into the game that we're going to cover next for me? It was just a random purchase at that Walmart.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh my god!
Like that's college. A cute anime girl on the cover. Sure.
Yeah.
cute. In those.
Is that how you got in trouble the last time, Brent?
very very practical skirt for her war fighting.
Yeah.
In the winter.
Yeah. Yeah. No. It does. I think visually hold up, especially given the era. Like compared to other things, I just don't love the art style of the characters. Every time it goes to a cutscene, I'm just kind of like, every single time. Except for Jack of Blades, who he
was the only proportional character.
Yes, he's like the one human in a sea of freaks. It's the weirdest thing, and he's the only one who's not human.
And it was kind of sad because I do love that big hands, big feet kind of style to an extent.
Yeah.
But you could tell starting after that game, they kind of slowly backed away from that because Fable 2 and Fable 3. Yes, it doesn't have that Kingdom Hearts kind of style.
It is absolutely the Kingdom Hearts style with the giant fucking hands.
That's always the example I use because there's more people are going to be like, yeah, I know what you're talking about, like the big fucking like Mickey Mouse gloves and shoes, that sort of bullshit. You just say Kingdom Hearts and everyone's like, and we're all on the same page.
If you just took any random, if you took the random anime boy face and stuck it on the hero from Fable's body, it would be like, oh, it's Sora.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I did
check out my Keyblade.
In the first one, shit, I don't remember anymore. Did they have both a male or female main character? Because they started doing that in 3 and 2, or I mean 2 and 3. Definitely, you could choose your gender. I think you could.
Remember.
I think you can.
Oh,
yeah, I don't remember now. But
you're just the hero.
Yeah. There's no canon reason you can't be a guy.
Yeah.
Going along with the conversation of graphics, and we've touched on it a bit, but if you do play through this, do yourself a favor and get the Anniversary Edition on Steam, or it also is available on Xbox One if you, for some reason, decide to buy a console version of this. Yeah. But by the Anniversary Edition, it has some quality of life improvements for graphics as well. So like some of the textures are prettier, and
there's mod support.
You get better. Oh, is there really?
There's mod support.
And you'll get better resolution. Everything will just look a little better, especially on a modern display. So do yourself a favor if you're going to play this.
Some physics updates too, I remember.
Unless you're going to emulate it, in which case
more power to
you. You filthy pirate.
Go with God, my son. Yeah.
But let's find out though, because at the time of recording this, it is the Steam Winter Sale just started yesterday.
Yeah.
It's straight up $11.54 right now on Steam, so $12 after tax. It's worth the $12, like for real. Sure. But the game still sells normally for $35. That's pretty impressive for a game this old.
Honestly, that's a little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, a game that's fucking 20 years old, still going for $35, half as much as a modern game. God damn. But it really is really good, though.
Yeah. No, and I think that kind of gets us to sort of final thoughts. You
Sure.
think? Yeah.
Sure.
I was going to say, Kirk, since it's your game, you want to kind of go first? And
I wish, and they've hinted at, because they've been trying to bring back Fable for a while now.
Yeah.
Even in one of the original trailers from like 8 years ago, pre-pandemic, they had a teaser that included Jack of Blades when they were talking about remaking Fable. Because honestly, he is the most interesting character in all of this.
absolutely.
And he's in it, and kind of selfishly, he kind of influenced why I love being a neutral evil character in every fucking D&D or Pathfinder game I play, because it's just so easy to do.
Right.
Shit, in a game I was playing with Benny, we were both neutral evil characters.
Right.
And it was so, like, because it opens up, like, you can be good.
Right.
It's just, really, it's just laziness.
Right.
That if you can,
And it's way funnier,
it's really fun. Because what's unfortunate about being a good character is that you can't do evil shit.
Right.
But if you're an evil character, you can do good shit.
Right.
I dost not, my son. I am too kind. And you're like, fuck that. I throw him off the roof and then I go drink a pint at the pub.
Yeah, like
Because I had to. It's not like he was a problem, you know?
like there's this whole sequence in one of the Pathfinder games Benny and I were a part of, where Benny was just like, well, I'm gonna go get drunk and piss off this giant bridge. And then I actually went to like go help out one of our other characters. So doing a good deed versus doing a bad deed, but we were both the same alignment. It's just you can add so much depth to a character by just including neutral evil on the basis of realistic laziness.
It's the versatility of It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's a great way of putting it.
Yeah. So that's like, it makes sense when they were announcing that the first time they were going to remake the game is teasing Jack of Blades, because he's the most interesting character by far.
For sure.
I had a good analogy because that type of being or character has existed in other media as well. And I can't for the life of me. I stayed up way too late drinking whiskey last night, so my brain's kind of short-circuiting a little bit.
He's Loki-ish a
I
little bit.
was just going to
Yeah.
say he's a trickster god.
Yeah. Like he's got that kind of, again, but Loki, at least in the MCU, not so much in comics, but in the MCU, he's really depicted as like a little conflicted and a little like emo, and like that's
Sorry.
not him.
Go on, but I just
that's it.
because you said that, it triggered my brain, and then
Yeah, go for
us talking about music and Danny Elfman, he's fucking Beetlejuice.
Yes. Nope. That's it.
Because Beetlejuice is a trickster demon.
And he's so happy
both,
being him.
He's both good and bad. It just, whatever he feels like doing.
Yes, he's Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
This is
he's
correct.
fucking Beetlejuice.
He's posh English Beetlejuice.
And with the Danny Elfman and connection and Tim Burton, it's like, yeah, he's Jack of Blades is basically Beetlejuice.
And so much fun. Yeah.
With just a touch of the robot devil.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. For real.
Oh my god, my favorite episode ever is the one where Bender like kicks his son into the fires of hell. And the robot devil's like, wow.
Yeah.
You'll win a smaller silver fiddle, and I guess I'll kill one of you, Kim. that really is like Jack of Blades. Yeah, I totally get it. Like, I guess I'll kill one of you, him.
Yeah, no, I could for sure see that. Ah, that's awesome. Benny.
Yeah, Jack of Blades is Robot Devil and Beetlejuice.
Yes.
That's so satisfying. It
Yeah.
feels so good.
Yeah. Podcast over.
We peaked.
Well, God, I hope in the new one, like, you just play as a young Jack of Blades, like they go further back in time, where
I
he
was
was an
gonna
actual
say
hero.
that's-
That'd be a really fucking good remake.
Although the thing is, part of what makes him so fun as a character is because you're not inside his head. You have to like live with the consequences of the shit he does.
Yeah.
But you're not, I don't know, like,
But with the infinitude of time that he is dealing with, maybe if you start at like his beginning, it doesn't even matter what you choose as the character. You can imply that an infinity happens after the events of this, but that you get to be the seed that starts what eventually becomes. Maybe he's always corrupt, or maybe you get to decide how his corruption started.
Well,
maybe I think that could be fun.
For sure.
I like to think that because he was there before time was even time, that he's existed for so long, like he's just trying to entertain himself,
right?
And doing all these things. Like, he's the type of character where if someone would be like, well, I destroyed the mask, why are you here? He would just be like, bro, that was just like false plot armor.
Right.
Like, and he would say it like that because that's who he is. Right. Like, that was plot armor. Like, no, you can't kill me. I'm just here, man. Right. What's up?
I'm just part of he's like a fucking nature spirit. He's just part of the fabric of the world as it exists.
Right? Yeah. Because he existed even before that land existed. So having to really put that into perspective, it's like that little moment in time of Albion is nothing to him.
He's the goofiest Cthulhu.
Oh my! So I hate to throw out another one, but Kirk will probably remember this. But have you played much of the Elder Scrolls, Brent?
A bunch of Oblivion, some of Skyrim, some of Morrowind.
Okay, so Sheogorath.
Yeah,
he's also Sheogorath a little bit.
Yeah, that or Hermanius Mora, the knowledge god.
Yeah, Hermanius Mora.
Yeah. My final thought is Jack of Blades could fuck with you so much to the point where he'd be like, oh, Great Expectations? That was based on me. Like, he's like, yeah, I did that.
I'm the reason why Mrs. Havisham's fucked up.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen...
I was a beautiful woman at one point. Then I grew old out of fun, because I was bored and wanted to have fun. So I became an old crotchety woman and...
He's a misanthropist, a misanthrope. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. Did you guys see the trailer for the new film version of Great Expectations where they like, and it's got the Australian chick who was Harley Quinn.
Jamie Presley? No, that's not Jamie Presley.
No, it doesn't matter. I can't remember her name. But it's clearly like going to be like an erotic thriller. And the title card has Great Expectations, but it's in air quotes. Like it's in quotation marks. It's Great Expectations. And I'm like, my wife and I are watching the trailer and we're sitting there like, this doesn't look like that at all. And then the title card comes up and it's got fucking quotation marks around it. I was like, you know what? Fucking well done. So good. It's so stupid. Benny, do you have final thoughts for Fable?
Yeah, I'll keep it short here because I had mentioned earlier that like I started this series at Fable 2 and then 3 and then went back to play 1. And I enjoyed learning where everything started.
Sure.
And seeing all the through lines because they're absolutely there.
Oh, for sure.
I probably because it was the first time I played, I like Fable 2 the best.
Right.
I like the charge element that they added to the attacks in Fable 2. Oh, Kirk is giving
that's fine. You can be wrong. It's
I like how the combat updated and kind of changed in Fable 2. I think it's a little bit...
That's fair.
It's a little smoother. And it's often regarded as... Some people regard it as the best playing of the 3.
Yeah, because that's when they started implementing guns alongside bow and arrows and crossbows still, which was a thing. To me, it had a lot of balance issue when it came to firearms versus a bow and arrow. It's like, well...
It was a lot of fun to pop things heads off.
Yes, that was extremely... and like that spurt that goes straight up in the air when it happens.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so... Like, I get it, but like at the same time...
And being able to... So, like with the magic, in Fable 1, where you just level up your spells, they just are at that level when you cast them at that point. I liked Fable 2. They added... I think it's a more tactical combat experience. Because we are not talking about Fable 2. I like that there's a charging element where, like, if you level up your spell, you have to achieve that level while casting it to get the benefit of it. But then it's really satisfying to get this massive impact of magic. But I want to go back. I don't want to linger on that too much. again, I liked seeing the through lines and seeing where the storyline started, but also seeing some things that aren't that the world is just the world that you encounter by playing this,
right?
And it feels like a very living world, and that's one thing that's nice about, and not just through gameplay, but like through the writing. Like the demon doors, maybe in the novelizations they're explained well, but like you just encounter the demon doors. They're these just big doors that have their own desires or their own objectives that they need you to accomplish, and they'll give you what they're concealing.
Yeah.
But they're not explained in any particular way. They just exist.
Yeah.
And there's other things like that too, like it doesn't have to have everything explained. And because of that, it feels like a natural world instead of something that was curated for you, the player. It feels like you exist in the world instead of for the world.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's a good narrative.
I like that. Yeah,
it's a good narrative experience.
Yes,
it's got a very like earthy, like the world has a gravity to it. It has a very earthy, like real, like it's almost like Terry Pratchett-y kind of like you kind of like it kind of feels like this world just exists more than somebody sat and wrote it down.
Yeah, there's a continent on the back of elephants on the back of turtles, but that's just because that's the way it is.
Yeah, exactly. I hadn't played any of the Fable games. I came into this pretty much, fresh as anyone's going to be with it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very fun playthrough. I liked the kind of weird. As soon as you said like Tim Burton and Danny Elfman, kind of, I was like, oh fuck yeah! Like it's got that kind of goofy but dark, yeah, like that, and it's a perfect tone for a fairy tale, because if you read traditional European folklore, that's what it is. It's earthy and there's fart jokes and sex, and it's a real world, right?
Like, I forgot about the emotes and whatever, because you can just like fart and burp and give people the finger, and it's awesome.
It doesn't feel cleaned up, and it also doesn't feel dated. Like it doesn't feel like it's a 2004 game always and forever. Like I don't know. Like I'm struggling to think of an example, but there's a lot of like very.
Final Fantasy X.
Yeah,
I love that game, but
it's so good.
Very much of its time.
Yeah, I all the examples that were popping into my head were Final Fantasy games, because they all had that. They were like very clearly influenced by like the emo haircuts and the fucking like brooding aesthetic of like 2004. Anyway,
and you could get haircuts in the game. I forgot about that because you just said haircut. Like,
you can get prison tats.
Yes.
Yeah, Jesus, man, I forgot about a lot of that shit. Brent, you're just core memory unlocked, man.
Sorry, buddy. But yeah, no, I like the ambition of it. It feels like a Peter Molyneux game in that sense. Because it is just incredibly ambitious with what it tries to do and allows you to do.
Real quick, I like it when your character, if you become fully good, like if you stand still, the idle animation, you get the halo above your head and little butterflies flying around you.
I got that. That was pretty cool.
That's really cute. I like that.
Yeah, because I was a fucking paladin character the whole way through. Like I just was the biggest goody two shoes ever.
I like how they visually showed you just how good or evil you were.
Yeah.
Like even the horns growing out of your head when you become evil.
Yeah. I was talking to Sean about it when I was starting playing, and he was like, oh, yeah, you should do the evil playthrough. And I was like, no, I'm gonna be a good guy first. Let me see how that works.
Did you do the demon door that made you eat all those little baby chickens?
No. What?
You have to do something unspeakably evil.
Yeah. And one of them, like, you have to eat, like, I think it's like 10 baby chickens.
Yeah.
Like little baby chicks. And then even then he chastises you if you actually, like, he really cuts you down if you do it. He starts laughing. He's like, in a nutshell, he's saying, wow, you're kind of a sick fuck. All right. He's like laughing at you. And he actually has a pretty good weapon behind him too.
That's amazing.
Oh man. Yeah. The demon doors are so funny. I love those guys.
In fact, that same demon door is in Fable 2 as well.
Nice.
Because in that one you have multiple options. You can like murder like an innocent person in front of him, or you can just eat one of the chicks. And he's like, "Wow, that's truly despicable." All right, come in.
But yeah, no, I came in pretty fresh. Really enjoyed it. It is, of its era, but I would heavily recommend it. I think, like Kirk was saying, if you can pick it up for, $10-15, pick it up, play through it. If you like that kind of,
Yeah, especially the PC version, because they made the game a lot easier.
Yeah. But if you like that kind of like third person action game, if you like that kind of weird, very British kind of goofy, dark aesthetic, like, yeah, this is a game that's well worth playing.
Yeah, you actually said it, and I thought of this while playing, and I'd forgotten to mention it until you said it. If you like Terry Pratchett books, you probably will enjoy the writing from this game.
Yeah,
absolutely.
A lot of Aesop's Fables kind of vibes too, all throughout it, like Jack and the Beanstalk, kind of like fairy tale kind of world. It's really awesome.
In fact, Bowerstone feels a little bit like Ankh-Morpork.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. All right, let's wrap up with a user question. Let me get this pulled up here.
Oh yeah.
That thing we're doing.
That thing
we do.
You degenerates.
The things we do.
And
you do that thing you do.
Oh, okay. So I was going a totally different direction. I was like, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend.
Yeah, Bismarck, he died like a year ago.
I know.
Oh, so sad.
All right. This question comes from our friend whose name has been on the podcast, but I won't dox him with his handle because I still haven't talked to him about that. So this question comes from Cheesy Wumpus. Favorite Pokemon type and favorite Pokemon of that type. I pretty much exclusively play Gen 1, unless I'm playing the trading card game, which I do play the trading card game quite a bit. But I like Rock type. Onyx is really fun. I don't know. Yeah, that'll be my answer. I still remember like the first time I played Pokemon and getting to that. I think it's like the second or third gym badge, and that guy has like mostly rock type Pokemon, and he just fucking pushed my shit in so hard that I was like, okay, yep, rock type forever.
But Pokemon of that type though, because that's the second part.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like Onyx. I like
damn, that's some classic shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that'll be my answer.
Okay.
Yeah. Go, I don't care who goes next.
Did you guys ever see the episode of Seinfeld where Kramer holds his shit for too long and then the urge goes away and he later on shows up and he says, Jerry, I missed my shot. I never got into Pokemon, and I've almost not played any of it, and I actually know very little about it. I assume that one of you two would elect one of the games, and I'd eventually have to play it.
Oh yeah,
or get to play it. I feel like I missed my shot.
We're absolutely gonna play,
and now I can't shit, guys.
I'm in shock. I've now met a friend who just has never played Pokemon.
It's probably the most profound element of like overall nerddom that I have almost no exposure to. Everything else I've touched on. This is like the one thing.
Honestly, anything after Ruby Sapphire, fucking don't play.
I was gonna say Leaf Green. I will pick as one of my picks here pretty soon.
Yeah, any of the new shit, just don't fucking don't. Yeah,
I've talked about this with other friends too. In fact, one of our friends' brothers. Who I work with, I had a conversation with him about this recently, where I was like, I don't know where to start. Not because I can't figure it out, but because like there's a lot out there, and I didn't.
Yeah. That's weird. It's like, did he treat you like you haven't been vaccinated? What the fuck?
He was just like, oh, really?
Yeah,
right.
I'm an almost 40-year-old Pokemon virgin, guys.
Oh, we're gonna pop that cherry.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
That's fair.
Mega Ruby. That's where I would start. I think that is the most complete, satisfying Pokemon.
You guys pick one for your game, and I love
Or Alpha Sapphire or Mega Ruby. You know.
Yeah.
I love RPG elements, or RPGs, JRPGs, and
Would it be weird to pick a ROM hack? Like
No. A lot of the
so
fan-made games are
so
awesome.
good. Yeah, I'm really enjoying. Have you played Lazarus that just came out?
No.
That's so fun.
Pretty much anything after Sword and Shield, I'm like, fuck Game Freak, fuck anything about Game Freak, eat my ass, eat my cock, suck my gooch, bop it, flick it.
Bop
it, twist it.
Lazarus is a ROM hack of Emerald.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And it's really good. Actually, there's another ROM hack of Emerald that I've been meaning to bring up on the podcast called Super Mario Mon. That is, it's good.
Okay,
it's really fun. It's a Mushroom Kingdom ROM hack of Emerald where you are Mario and you use Mario enemies. So you have like Koopas, like, oh, your Koopa used, jump on head. It's super effective. Like, it's so much fun.
Okay, so you can't do any of this nonsense to me until I play at least
you have to have at least regular Pokemon
mainline game.
Yeah, we should play like red or blue or something, like just to here's level set.
Yeah, red, blue, and then yellow by extension.
Yellow's the one to start with. That's the one I started with. That was the first. And we talked about that when we talked about Link's Awakening. Is that I emulated that one.
Yep. I think I started with red or blue, because yellow didn't exist yet.
Right. Yeah. Because
that's the old school Game Boy Lincoln days.
Because Game Freak needs to wring 3 separate cartridge releases out of every game that they make because they're fucking assholes. Yep. Okay, but we still haven't heard Kirk's answer.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay. So I am well versed in the Pokemans.
Yeah.
But my favorite type is one of the originals, and my favorite Pokemon is one of the originals. So flying type.
Yeah.
And it's because at a young age, like the 3 legendary birds at the time, like Articuno and all that, were flying type.
Right.
So I just got used to. I'm like, oh, these are legendary birds. I should always use them. So I just got used to using flying type all the time. Mm-hmm. But then later on, I got to once things like EV training became not EV like the Pokemon, but the letters E and V became a thing. I really loved Scyther, who is who's also flying type. But I found like when you breed Pokemon, they have personalities. Like I always had like an adamant type. I can't remember what the benefit was anymore.
Yeah.
But it made certain things better. And then Eevee trained him to be both speed, like min-maxing, of course.
Yeah.
Speed and strength. Yeah, speed and strength. And then he knows Aerial Ace. So he's going to attack first all the time. And because it's Scyther with his personality and everything, like he's probably going to one-shot you unless by some miracle you get to strike first. But the only downside is like I'm really susceptible to fire Pokemon, whatever. But it's and Scyther just looks fucking cool.
Just carry a couple water Pokemon with you in case you run into any.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. When JJ and I we used to do like
get a Blastoise.
Yeah, we had always like the dual Pokemon thing that became a thing where I'd control one, he'd control the other. He would kind of basically do that.
Nice.
Because that was the downside, is if a fire Pokemon came out, and if I didn't one-shot the fire Pokemon with my Aerial Ace, I would get fucked immediately by any fire Pokemon. Just Dunyan Rings. So
Dunyan Rings?
Yeah.
Love it.
Just straight up Dunyan Rings.
But
sorry. I had a Scyther that just had like all the ribbons, all the medals that I carried from like every Pokemon game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but then Game Freak fucked it for everybody, so...
As they're wont to do. Just one quick aside. The other one that I really love is Snorlax, and the reason why I love Snorlax so much because I thought he was really stupid in the original games, but then I got Pokemon Snap for Christmas one time.
Oh, I love Pokemon Snap.
It's so cute.
Can we get fucked up some night and play Pokemon Snap till 2 in the morning?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
100%. That sounds like so much fun. But I think it's like the first level of Pokemon Snap. You come around the corner and Snorlax is like blocking the alternate exit and his big fat belly's in the way. And I was just like, oh my God, he's so cute. I love him. And so since then, I love Snorlax. And I always carry a Snorlax in my trading card deck because I don't know, like he uses normal type energy, so I can always... You can always use him. You can always throw him in because I normally run a fire type on my trading card deck. But that's not the question. The question was about video games, not card games. So that's the answer.
So we gave our answers. Those are our favorite Pokemon types and favorite Pokemon of that type.
Yes. If you like what we're doing, please check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music. Possibly Apple Music. I still haven't fucking figured that out. If anybody has an iPhone and like would like to like help me figure out how to fucking log into that, because Apple still hasn't fixed logging in to an Apple account from a non-Apple device, despite the fact that it's been literally 2 years since we started this podcast.
Bro, I have them laying around, but like, fuck Apple. So.
Right.
Yeah. And Benny, too, I'm sure has Apple devices laying around that we just refuse to use.
I posted a snarky meme in our friend's Discord last night about Apple versus... It said... It's a picture of a Android phone in the middle of a bunch of Apple phones, and it says the one Android user in the family is hurting the family. And oh God, I was like, good, fuck you. I don't care.
I thought it was going to be the Android phone is on a couch and all the iPhones were standing behind it.
I mean, that's pretty much the vibe.
Yeah, or like I told
like that one.
I'm not going to name names or anything, but someone once asked, why I don't use an Apple product, and I replied back, because I'm a professional.
Right. Yes. Okay. So I'll...
You're literally hurting your family by being the only Android user.
Fuck off.
Good.
I'm trying to figure out...
That Donald Glover meme just... good, like with the wide eye, just good.
I just wish I wish someone, not me, because I can't, I'm not a developer, but someone would get Linux Phone back up and working, because I would like to be off of Google products as well, please and thank you.
I think it's inevitable at this point.
Yeah, with as much as Google is trying to fuck Android now, and as fucked as Apple always has been, it's like, please just give me open source. The Android is open source. Why is Google allowed to run shit? Anyway.
Give us more questions.
Yeah, give us more questions.
I love these questions, by the way.
Yes, that was a great question. More questions, please. We will read them live on the show. And by live, I mean...
several weeks later.
It'll be later. And then you'll hear them later, because I have to edit and post them. So it's not at all live. But... anyway, come to our dispatch, ask us questions, and talk to us.
Or even our Discord.
Not dispatch. That's a band. I like them.
Well,
me too.
Well, hey, we don't know when this is going to be released, so I'm just going to say it. Happy holidays.
Yes.
Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa, or Joyous Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah.
All that shit. Love you guys.
Saturnalia.
I hope you have a great holiday season.
Absolutely.
I love you so much. TMIG, that will be out.
Yes.
But at the time of recording this.
Yeah,
so
Kirk's been fucking wrecking shit over there.
Oh my God, it's so good.
I'm not getting as many views, and that's kind of making me sad.
Just keep at it, dude.
Right.
Just keep at it. It's a slow process. Oh, we passed 69 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I was almost ready to unsubscribe just so we could actually get like to 69 at that one point.
screen cap.
My cold dead millennial heart saw it, and I was like, yes.
But then suddenly we jumped up to like in the 70s. I'm like, well,
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if a couple people could unsubscribe so we could stay at 60.
Shut up.
God,
don't. No, we need you. It's more important than the fun.
No, please stay. Please stay. Don't leave.
The sex number's not worth it.
I kind of. Whoa!
Yeah, sorry. I had a dad sneeze.
That was amazing. It was like framed in the light.
Oh God! Don't say it like that.
Okay. Yeah. Come talk to us on Discord. And yeah, we love you. We hope you have a great holiday. And thank you. And bye. Dirk Muhammad Jihad.
Bacala, Muhammad Jihad. A jerka.
God, I was watching Hot Shots not too long ago.
Hot Shots or Hot Shots Part 2?
The first one.
Okay.
Just Hot Shots. And I had forgotten that for the Arab voices, they just listed place names in Minnesota. And I was like, yes, Minnetonka, Bemidji, Chippewa. It's like, yes. Inject that shit straight into my veins.